And hello, this is Just One Life MTG, and as you can see from what's on my screen, I am bronze. I played Magic for over 10 years, but I haven't played a lot of Arena. So I'm going to run through some ranked and see if I can make it to Mythic. I'm going to try out a variety of decks to get there, and we're going to start with tried and true mono white. Everybody loves mono white. The only reason I've chosen mono white, though, is because we can get through a lot of games really quickly and rank up very quickly. Once we get a little bit higher, I'll play a lot more variety of decks. But just to get through all of these lower ranked opponents, no offense opponents, we're just going to go through mono white. I'd like to play the Stonebiter's Familiar before the Sentinel. I could get the Intrepid Adversary in, but I think I just want to boast. Well, Brutal Cathar is going to come in here and get rid of their egg. And we'll get in there for 3. It's all about tempo with mono white. You just want to keep them off cards long enough for you to kill them. They'll probably remove Brutal Cathar. Oh, they're not even going to remove it? Don't they want their egg back? So, on their turn, we can go Stonebiter's Familiar, Sun Gold Sentinel, exile Expressive Iteration from their graveyard, and grow this. Turn after that, probably Intrepid Adversary, and close the game. They did remove it. Okay. There's a chance that we just want to replay Brutal Cathar. It gets us in for a little bit more damage. We didn't draw a land. I think I'm in for Brutal Cathar. We'll get in 3 damage that we would not have otherwise. We'd only get in 1. Luminarch Aspirant. I like it. Do we cast cards pre-combat? Nope. They counter Aspirant, we play the Familiar. Now we have double Sun Gold. Yep, Sun Gold Sentinel. Opponent seen enough. Good game, opponent. Sorry about mono white. Well, we've got pretty good curve. 1, 2, 3. We're playing against Antipathy. It's a fun name. Looks like we've got a blue-red spells deck again. Did pretty well against them last time. We will not be exiling any cards from any graveyards. This is just gonna get blocked. But, gotta send a message. Sometimes, you just gotta send a message. Alright. They are tapped out, so we could just Brutal Cathar their Smoldering Egg away. Sorry, buddy. Now, if they remove a Brutal Cathar, we can follow up with a Skyclave. Or another Brutal Cathar. Depends. I expect opponent is really high on removing this Brutal Cathar this turn. Oh, when they exile the card, Stonebinder grows. Oh, it's during my turn. Raydan. We cast Raydan or an Elite Spellbinder. Let's go with Raydan. Get rid of your expensive iteration, grow our Stonebinder's Familiar, and put you to 7. Opponent, I think this is game. Thinking, do they have any way out of this? I don't think so. I know how it feels. Losing to mono white. It's terrible. But you gotta give it up, opponent. And there's the last attack. Opponent sure wanted to waste our time a little bit, but whatever. This hand looks wonderful. We're going to start with the Cave of the Frost Dragon into a Stonebinder. Next turn it'll be Luminarch, and then I'm sure we'll have something to remove on turn 3 with our Skyclave. Probably should have put the counter on Stonebinders, but Stonebinders is going to grow from Skyclave. Ooh. So we don't have anything to remove, but we did draw an Elite Spellbinder. And I'm a fan of using that. Let's see what they got going on. Oh, they have all islands and all black cards. Wow. Yikes. They have 1 black mana. They can't cast any of the cards we saw with that black mana. Did they draw something? Whoa. Okay. Poison the cup. Well, it's kind of fun because now we get to exile Poison the Cup from their graveyard. and grow our Stonebinders. So they actually take just as much damage as they would have anyway. Well, almost. 1 point less. This is now big enough to survive it. Let's fire up the Faceless Haven. Now it's game. Another one from Mono White. And we're up to silver. Silver 4, I think? Yeah. No 1-drop in this hand. It's not wonderful, but definitely keepable. Start with a cave. And right away, we're going to get the Aspirant. Start growing it. Looks like we're facing against blue-white. Maybe control? Probably control. Foretell. Let's see what they got going on over there. Ooh, Sunset Chevrolet. Counterspell, Fateful Absence. Well, I want to get rid of this Sunset Revelry. But it might just be better to take Fateful. That way they can't remove our Aspirant, which we're going to grow. They can make some 1/1s. They will never have less cards in hand than us, because we're just dropping our entire hand on the table. They have a counterspell ready. Let's see if they want to counter this 1 mana spell. They don't. I'm good. After all, I saw it coming. Counterspells are a lot worse when you know they're coming. Another Field of Ruin. Okay, Doomscar. But that means they're tapped out, so we can play this paying 2. Kind of wish we could play it paying twice, but we will pay once. Sure. Ooh. They have enough for a counterspell, so they would have to counterspell this. So we'll lead with the Sun Gold Sentinel and see if they want to counter that. If they counter it, we back it up with this Elite Spellbinder play. If they don't counter it, then we do nothing. Divide by 0. Yikes. Alright, well, that means they can't counter our Elite Spellbinder. We can make their Saw Coming cost 5. Let's take Amaria's Call. We'll let them remove this Intrepid Adversary for both of their tokens as a cost. They can Fateful Absence our elite spellbinder. This is an instance, so they can still do it. Do we cast any spells pre-combat? I'm thinking no. We get to declare the attacker. It's important for Boast. It hit. Okay. What about Sun Gold? Does that resolve? It does not. Let's get an Usher and Boast. Oh, we can't Boast? It's this creature, not a creature. Yeah, I kind of knew that, actually. So they've got a mascot exhibition. We get in the air. They would be casting Amaria's Call if we hadn't taken it with Spellbinder. I think it's a Fateful Absence time on our Intrepid Adversary. Oh, they played it as a land. They realized they're not getting that high. Teferi who slows the sunset.
Don't worry. I face scarier villains.
I imagine they're just -2 it. The +1 doesn't seem super great right here. The 2 life might matter.
And some think time only flows in one direction.
Yeah, I'm down for this attack. Non-token permanent that costs 4 or less. Is it a counterspell? I hope they counter my Stonebinder. Nice. Okay. It might just be pausing for Fateful Absence. It might not be a counterspell. It is. That's unfortunate. So then do we attack? We could just run this Intrepid Adversary into their 4/4. I think I want to. Let's do it. I'll trade my Intrepid Adversary for your Elemental. Plains is not good at all. Interesting. And only once per turn, right? Yeah. Sure, I would love to draw a card. Cave of the Frost Dragon. Good thing I didn't play my land pre-combat. That can be a useful attacker. I accept 3 damage. They have to Field of Ruin on my cave, I'm sure. But if I draw a land, I have no other play except activate cave.
Give me a moment. Or a few.
I draw the Aspirant. But now they're up to 2 cards in hand. One of them is almost certainly a counterspell. Well, let's make them activate their field. If it's Jawari, we have the extra 1 mana. It's not, whatever. Yep. Looks like blue-white control has taken the upper hand. There's an Epiphany. This game's looking a little over. No blocks. Ooh, now they're deluging. I get 2 draws on my turn. But I feel like it's pretty much over at this point. They untap their 3/2 and a land. Should be this land. Cave.
And some
They tap my clue. That's so funny. Intrepid Adversary. You got a counter? It's gotta be over, am I right? They foretell perhaps another Alrund's Epiphany. I'm not sure why they don't just cast it in that case. Double foretell. Maybe a Sot coming? So they did foretell and then cast an Alrund's Epiphany. No wonder they're in silver. Yep, that'll do it. Alright, this is a keeper. And of course we'll start with a cave and an usher. Double aspirant in hand. Love that. Ashiok just looks so crazy without a face. Well, the upper half of a face. green, white. So you're a Celestia player. This represents too much life gain. Let's get this innkeeper out of here. Boom, boom. Skyclave, removing this aspirant, I'm sure. No, they want their creature back. Alright. Sure. They're all in on that life gain. Do we raid Dan here, or do we just want to boast? Let's raid Dan. Because our board is getting big quick. No attacks. You made mono white stop an attack one time. Potion of healing. Alright. So opponent has a strictly life gain deck. They are all about gaining life. Against mono white. Okay. Well, we take away the Skyclave. And we just grow Ray down. And we get in there with just Ray down. Maybe next turn I put counters on Brutal Cathar? Aspirants? Skyclave should have taken Brutal Cathar. But that's fine. Because they'd get another Skyclave to take out the Radian. Other planes. If we're on their team quite a bit, I think I want to try and buff this token here. And see if they want to trade for this token. Oh, I meant to attack with Usher. Well, all my cards are on the table. Cleric class. If I cast no spells, I get to flip Brutal Cathar. Ooh, but that is a tempting one to cast. Definitely gonna. One Valor counter, please. And we grow token, Usher, and we come in. Math is for blockers. I have an overwhelming force. Opponent just needs to figure out that they're dead. Maybe they're not dead. I'm not counting it. I'm not even gonna look. Whatever happens, happens. Alright, opponent, come on. They go to 0 exactly. I guess blockers aren't good at math sometimes. Another quick one for mono white. Well, in the interest of keeping this a short and digestible video, I think we'll end it there. We made it to Silver Born. From bronze. Not bad for just a few games. I'm going to keep playing and let you know what I get. Thank you. See you next time.